Imagine you're seated by a spacious, clear lake. And gently release the hands. Place the hands to Anjali at your heart center. We'll chant Om. Exhale out completely. Inhale deeply. And then the mantra Shrim. Shrim has a very cooling Pitta Dosha taming quality. Shrim 3 times. Exhale out, inhale in. Shrim. Shrim. So welcome friends to this Pitta Dosha taming practice taking place on the full moon, though of course we could do this practice on any day. We need to work with the processes of transformation, digestion and metabolism. We'll begin with Chandra Bhedana Pranayama, lunar piercing breath. So close the right nostril, place your peace sign fingers at your forehead. Slowly inhale through your left nostril. When the lungs are full, close your left nostril, open your right, and slowly exhale out through your right side. Closing the right nostril, opening the left, inhale in through the left side. And closing the left nostril, opening the right, and slowly exhaling out through the right side. So in this way, all the inhalations will come in through the left nostril. And all of the exhalations will travel out of the right nostril. Inhaling in through the left. And exhaling out through the right. If you like to, you can imagine or see or visualize you're inhaling in the mantra Shrim. And exhaling out the mantra Shrim. Inhaling in Shrim. Exhaling out Shrim. Slow the breath and take one more inhalation through the left nostril. Close the left nostril open, the right nostril exhale out through the right side. Release the hand, inhale deeply, and gently retain the breath. Exhale out completely. So come forward onto your hands and knees and then release into a child's pose. Knees down onto the mat, chest down onto the thighs. Apply your long, deep Ujjayi breath. Our key words for taming Pitta Dosha are to stretch, to elongate mind and body. Pitta Dosha can get very rigid. And to relax. Inhale, come up onto the hands and knees. Take your big toes together, your knees apart. Place your right hand down. Slide the left arm through, palm up. Left cheek onto the mat. Come onto the right fingertips, press down. Lift up, slide the left arm through a bit more. Left cheek onto the mat. Take this right arm up towards the sky. Rotate the thumb down. Place the hand to the back of the sacrum or all the way around to the left thigh. Breathe into the back of the heart. Release other side. Place the left hand down. Slide the right arm through, palm up. Come onto the left fingertips. Slide the right arm through a bit more. Right cheek onto the mat. Draw the left arm up. Rotate the thumb down. Back of the hand to the sacrum or all the way around to the right inner thigh. Release, come up onto the knees. You can place a block underneath the sacrum. Hands onto the thighs. Inhale deeply. We're going to take Agni Sara Mudra. This is where we pump the navel in and out without breathing to begin to strengthen our digestive fire, which is one of the aspects of Pitta Dosha that we want to increase. Inhale. Exhale out completely. Pump the navel in and out without breathing. Inhale. Lean forward, exhale out through the nose, through the mouth, soften the belly, pump in and out. Inhale. Lengthen the spine. Exhale out. Pump the navel. Inhale. Retain the breath. Soften. Exhale out. Come forward onto your hands and knees. Walk your hands out in front of your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Inhale deeply. Exhale downward facing dog. So Pitta Dosha likes to feel itself in the body. So we'll warm up the body with Surya Namaskars and then move into long, deep stretching, opening the hips and opening the hamstrings, and then a couple of long, deep, more restorative or relaxing postures. The whole practice will be one of balancing Pitta Dosha. When Pitta Dosha is out of balance, we get rashes, we get early morning wakings between 2 and 4 a.m., we get hot flashes and overheated, we get irritable and angry. They can be involved in migraine headaches, so many things as Pitta Dosha goes out of balance. Ulcers, heartburn are all typical Pitta Dosha imbalances. So this practice will seek to balance the elements of fire in the body. Inhale, walk the feet up underneath the hips. Lengthen through the heart. Exhale, release down. Take a deep breath up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart center. 3, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale. Expand up, lift through the heart. Exhale, swan dive down and over the legs. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, legs out to the back, knees and chest. Or chaturanga. Inhale, expand up. Upward facing dog, sphinx or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk feet underneath your hips, lift through your heart. Exhale, release down, ground through the feet. Inhale up to standing. Exhale, hands down by the sides, Samastiti. Roll the inner thighs, ground through the feet. Invigorate the breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, legs out to the back. Pitta Dosha loves to feel a bit competitive. Chaturanga. Inhale, expand up. Exhale, back down, 5 breaths. So you have to be competitive with yourself if you're practicing alone. Of course, we don't want to let that competitive nature to get the best of us, but we indulge it a little bit because that makes Pitta Dosha feel very satisfied and like it's doing things right. Inhale, which Pitta Dosha loves. Inhale. Feet underneath the hips, lengthen through the heart center. Exhale, release down, deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands down by the sides. Inner thighs in. Expand up. Deepen your breath. Exhale down and over the legs. Inhale up. Exhale, chaturanga, or knees and chest. Expand up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your feet underneath your hips, lift through your heart. Exhale, release down. Ground into the feet. Inhale up to standing. Exhale, arms down by the sides. Bend your knees, squeeze your inner thighs. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale up. Utkatasana. Exhale, swan dive down and over. Uttanasana. Gaze at the tip of your nose. Inhale up halfway. Gaze at the third eye. Exhale, legs out to the back. Chaturanga. Or knees and chest. Focus at the navel. Inhale, upward facing dog. Sphinx or cobra. Gaze at the third eye. Exhale, downward facing dog. Focus at the navel. 5 breaths. And turn out through your left toes. Take a deep exhalation. Right foot comes through. Ground down into your right foot, press into your back left heel, inhale up, warrior 1. Hands down to the mat, right foot meeting left, chaturanga, or knees and chest, expand, upward facing dog, sphinx or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Widen the scapula, roll the inner thighs in, lift the tailbone. And turn out through your right toes. Exhale, left foot comes through. Ground down into pinky toe edge, back right foot, expand up. Hands to the mat, front foot meets the back, chaturanga. Crown of the head works forward in chaturanga. Inhale up, exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths, downward facing dog. Listen to me, get dogmatic. Very Pitta Dosha. Walk your feet up underneath your hips. Lift through your heart center. Exhale, release down. Bend your knees. Squeeze your inner thighs. Sit down. Inhale. Lift up. Exhale. Hands down by the sides. Other side. Bend the knees. Squeeze the inner thighs. Sit down. Inhale. Lift up. Exhale. Swan dive down and over the legs. Inhale up halfway. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, legs out to the back. Knees and chest. Chaturanga. Inhale, expand up. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Pitta Dosha loves discipline. Ground into your left heel. Draw the right leg up. Roll your right inner thigh in and up. Press through your right heel. Widen your scapula. Take a deep exhalation. Right foot comes through. Low lunge or high lunge. Ground down. Inhale up. 5 breaths. Draw the lower belly back. Sit down. Hands to the mat, front foot meets back, chaturanga. See, chaturanga, crown of the head has to go forward and then elbows bend. And then we inhale up, and then we exhale back down. Inhale, left leg up, roll the left inner thigh in and up, deep exhalation. Left foot comes through. Right knee can be down onto the mat or lifted. Ground down to inhale, expand up. Hands to the mat, front foot to the back. See, if you just go straight down, chaturanga, you'll collapse the shoulders. So you have to go forward, crown of the head, even if knees are down onto the mat, crown of the head forward, and then bend the elbows, and then inhale up. So the shoulders stay over the wrist, and then exhale back down. And walk your feet underneath your hips. Lift through your heart. Exhale, release down. Bend your knees. Squeeze your inner thighs. Send your tailbone down. Inhale, lift up. Lengthen. Exhale, stand up straight. Some friends would like blocks alongside their legs. So you can place them. Parsvatanasana to begin to lengthen the hamstrings. Hands onto blocks or onto the mat. Draw the right leg out behind. Now, the tendency here is to get the blocks really wide or forward. Place them right underneath your shoulders. Slowly straighten through the front left knee. Press into the ball of the left foot. Press into the heel of the back right foot. Then imagine the right side of your lower belly offering down and forward. So the hip doesn't lift and twist to the back. It draws in and then press into the back heel and then lengthen down. And keep pulling. You can self-adjust by pulling the head of the left femur back. I'm taking my left hand and placing it into my left hip crook and pulling it back as I press down into the left big toe. Lift up through the back right heel. Some friends with deliberation can move through a vinyasa, being aware not to get overheated or over-ambitious. Some friends draw right foot forward to meet the left, standing forward bend. We'll hang out here. Then again, hands onto blocks if you like to, right underneath the shoulders. Left foot comes out to the back, slowly straighten through the front right knee. See here. Press into the heel of the back left foot and then pull. You can self-adjust, head of the right femur back. You press down through the ball of the right foot and take the left side of your lower belly and imagine offering it down towards the right leg. And bend into your front right knee, lift your back left toes. Again, some friends' right foot meeting the left. If you need that invigoration, that's fine, but do so with a calm and smooth mind. We'll meet up in a standing forward bend. Hands to opposite elbows, hang down over the legs. Remember, our key words for taming Pitta Dosha are stretch and release, or stretch and relax. Hands come down to the mat or to a block. Bend your right knee over the midline of the right foot. Pull back into the left heel and into the left hip. We'll come into the outside set of hamstrings here on the outside of the left leg. The abductors on the left side. And slowly straighten through your right knee. Bend into your left knee. Press into your right big toe. You'll find the outside of the right leg. Outside set of hamstrings. And then lengthen down over the legs. Inhale up, everyone. Exhale, legs out to the back, everyone. Stay on the toes and bring the belly down. Just enough. You could be on the elbows here. Stay on the toes. I don't know if you can see, my pubic bone is not touching the mat. I'm on the toes and I'm opening through the heart. This is a variation on Makrasana. And place the knees down onto the mat. Keep the toes tucked. Take the knees wide. Walk the arms out in front. Now you could stay up onto the elbows here. You could place a block underneath the pubic bone. We won't be here forever. Or chest down onto the mat. This deep hip opening. It's Bankasana, or draw your hands back under, knees together, walk arms out, stay onto the toes, pubic bone goes down, heart center lifts just a bit. So see, I'm on the toes, I'm not over the toes. This is a Makra variation. Just had a bit of internet stickiness. Hopefully it will sort itself out. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, draw your right leg up towards the sky. Roll your right inner thigh in and up. Take a deep exhalation. Right foot is going to come through. Left knee could be down onto the mat or lifted. Both hands to the inside of the right foot on a block or on the mat. Open the inner groin. Make sure the hip, knee, and foot are aligned. Hands down to the mat, right foot meeting the left, stay on the toes, bring the pubic bone down just a little bit, open the heart, keep the lower belly lifted, knees onto the mat, go wide through the knees again, toes can remain tucked, or you can go to the back of the feet, here or here. Back asana, frog posture. Hands underneath the shoulders. Come onto the hands and knees. Walk hands out in front, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, spiral left inner thigh in. Exhale, left foot through. Right knee could be down onto the mat or lifted. Hands onto the mat or onto a block. Roll the inner thigh in. Draw the tips of the scapula down the back. Open the inner groin. Hands onto the mat. Draw front foot back to meet the back. Stay on the toes. Pubic bone comes down just a little bit. Just a little bit. This is this makra variation. We're not here. We're lifted. Knees down onto the mat. Open the inner groin. Back asana. Hands underneath the shoulders. Draw yourself back. Hands out. Circle through the ankles. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Draw your left leg up towards the sky. Exhale. Draw your left foot through. Rotate all the way around. So I'm going to draw these left toes forward so my left knee can be over the midline of the left foot. My right leg is out long. So here are our variations. I can take my hand to my hip and come up here, skanda asana, this half squat. I could be down here. Make sure I roll this thigh back so that inner arch and knee are not collapsing. Or I can come all the way down to this half squat, this Ardha Malasana or Skanda Asana. Now, if you can, come back to this Jala Mudra. Fourth fingers, fifth fingers extended, other fingers intertwined, right thumb over the left. This mudra of the placid lake. So bring your hands down to the mat. If you're up here, bring your hands down to the mat. Walk the hands around. Rotate your left toes forward. Right knee down onto the mat. Round down. Lift through the lower belly. You can overstep if it's okay with your front knee to bend deep into this front knee. Then reinvigorate your lower belly lifting. Deep inhalation. Arms up, low lunge, this crescent, or Anjane Asana. Shrim Mudra, Shrim Mantra rather. Shrim, if you start to get overheated. Shrim, deep stretch, and then deep relaxation, Shrim. Hands down to the mat. Front foot meets the back. Some friends could move through a vinyasa if they are feeling ambitious. Do so with breath. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot comes through. And then we're going to rotate. I bring my right toes to a diagonal because I want to make sure I look, hip, knee, foot are aligned. Left toes turned out. The first variation is up. And seated into this half squat. Second variation, hands down to the mat. Really rolling this right knee back so that I can keep the knee aligned. Third variation, Flexing left foot, lifting right arch, this deep squatting posture. Hands out in front, fourth and fifth fingers together, other fingers intertwined. Right thumb over the left, Jala Mudra. The hands will go down to the mat from wherever you are. So if you're way up here, hands down to the mat. Walk the hands back around to the front. Realign your right foot. Left knee down onto the mat. Ground. Inhale. Lift up. Draw lower belly back. Open the inner groin. Shrim Mantra. Cooling off. Shrim, Shrim. Hands down to the mat, right foot meeting the left. Some friends could move through their vinyasa or downward facing dog. Come forward on the toes. Pubic bone down, lift through the heart, knees down, last time open, inner groin. So this could be a child's pose if that's better for you, or this deep opening of the inner groin, pubic bone forward, inner groin opening, Vikasana. Hands down onto the mat, draw the knees together, stack the hips on top of the knees, walk the arms out front, forehead onto the mat, Anahatasana. Soften any intensity that you've accumulated. Inhale up onto your hands and knees. Deep breath, exhale, downward facing dog. Twists are also very powerful for Pitta Dosha to strengthen and balance the digestion. So we'll take a series of twists here. Right hand back to the left ankle or thigh or hip. Look under the left armpit. Place the hand down, other side. And place the hand down. Inhale, draw your right leg up. Deep exhalation. Right foot comes through. Left knee down onto the mat. Left hand out wide. Spiral open through the upper body. Deep side waist opening twist. Hands down to the mat, back to downward facing dog. Very simply, very simple and very clean. Two things that are very taming to Pitta Dosha. Pitta Dosha can accumulate some heat and some damp. Inhale, draw left leg up. Exhale, left foot comes through, right knee down onto the mat. Lift the lower belly. Right hand out, draw the left arm up. Hands down to the mat. Draw front foot back to meet the back, downward facing dog. Inhale, draw your right leg up. Draw your right foot through, left knee down onto the mat. You may like blocks to the sides. Underneath the shoulders, straighten through the front right leg. Pull the head of the right femur back. Tuck the left toes. Ardha Hanuman Asana. Or if you like to, begin to extend the legs out. Squeeze up. Exhale, extend. And open towards your Hanuman Asana, your splits pose. The hamstrings are well prepared for this. You can take a block and place it underneath the front thigh or a bolster. Or you can stay way up here. The point is to lengthen the hamstrings. The point is not to pull an inner groin muscle. Keep sending the tailbone down. Breathing down the back of the legs. Opening the heart up. The elevated form of Pitta Dosha is compassion. So transforming anger and irritation into compassion. Just as Vata Dosha, what we practiced yesterday, is transforming overwhelm and anxiety into creativity. So deep stretch for Pitta Dosha. Retreat, hands to the mat. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot through. Right knee down onto the mat. Hands underneath the shoulders. Begin to straighten through the left leg. First variation, Ardha Hanumanasana. Just here. So long as you get sensation in the back of your front leg, in the front of the back right leg, you're correct. But keep the feet flexed and engaged. No flop asana here. If you like to block underneath the front thigh, or a bolster, 2 blocks. Keep sending the tailbone down and lifting the lower belly up. So find some discipline. Pitta Dosha loves discipline. Keep the heart space open. Breathing compassion into the heart and out of the heart. Slowly extract yourselves. Stretch the legs out in downward facing dog. Ekapada Raja Kapotasana, pigeon pose. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left leg through. Rotate out from the hip. Tuck the back right toes. Come up. You then send the tailbone down. You can place a block. You can see underneath this back left hip. I need like fluorescent green blocks or white blocks. I need to look into them. Draw the scapula down the back. Inhale. Draw the arms up, palms together. Keep the back right toes tucked. It's as if you'd make this gently beautiful arc, reaching the hands back to the back foot. So the heart center is open, the chest is open. Hands down to the mat. Release the back right toes, that should feel good. This left knee is at a slight angle to the left hip. Open the inner groin, lengthen down and over the front left shin. Now you could have a blanket or a block underneath your back left hip to elevate it. The elbows could be down. This Eka Pada Raja Kapota Asana, this dove of peace pose is really how it should be translated instead of pigeon pose. The peace value, peaceful calm, very soothing to Pitta Dosha. Hands down to the mat. Draw front foot back to meet the back, downward facing dog. Draw the right foot through, rotate out through the right hip. Angle from hip to knee, angle from knee to foot. Back toes tucked, and then I'm going to come way, way, way up. Up even higher than I might think I need to do. Then I need to go back knee is on the mat, left inner thigh is drawn in, lower belly is back, and I'm going to gently bring the arms up, and gently open the heart up and back. If we've done our work well, this should feel effortless with no impact to the lower back. If the lower back feels tight, sit down more, take the hands down, even go maybe lower or higher. See what happens to your hips. Exhale, hands down to the mat, fold forward. Hands down onto the mat. Draw front foot back to meet the back. Child's pose. Roll up through the spine. Bring your legs around to the front and out to the sides. Upavista Konasana. Feet are flexed. Inner groin is opening. Press through the heels. Inhale, draw the left arm up. Right hand is behind on a block or on the mat. Exhale, lengthen down and over. Right hand towards left foot, and then ground back down with the opposite hip. Inhale, lift up, ground, inhale, opposite arm up, lift, rotate. Inhale up, press through the feet, lengthen forward. Slowly roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Slowly bring the legs together. Press through the feet. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, lengthen down. Paschimottanasana. Roll up through the spine, bend your right knee, place your right foot alongside the left. Draw the right inner thigh in, press through the left foot, inhale. Exhale, lengthen down and forward, Baddha Konasana. Nope, sorry, Janu Shirshasana, head knee pose. Remember, our key words are stretch, stretch and relax. Stretch and restore. Roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Take left leg out long or right leg out long, opposite leg. Bend the knee, inhale. Lengthen up, exhale down and forward. Roll up through the spine. Next posture is Agni Stambhava, fire log posture. Some friends, it's going to be a cross-legged position, so crossed in Sukhasana and coming forward. Some friends will want to go further, being aware especially of the knees. The left shin is going to go parallel to the mat, and the right ankle on top of the left knee. The two shins are going to stack upon each other like fires in a log. So ankle to knee, knee to ankle. This knee may be way up. Be aware that the lower back isn't rounded here, okay? Lift up out of the lower back, even if this knee comes way up. We could also just be in a cross-legged position if this is too much for the hips. Flex the feet, stack the shins. Maybe seated straight up is enough, or you'll feel intense sensation in the outside of the hips as you lengthen down to Agni Stambhava. Roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Switch sides. Again, it could be a cross-legged position to come down and forward. You'll find the same external rotation of the hips. If we'd like to go further, right shin places down, left shin crosses over. Foot to knee, knee to foot. Feet are flexed. We draw into the midline. Lift up out of the lower back. Offer down and forward. Shrim Mantra. Breathing Shrim Mantra. Roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Unwind the legs. Come all the way down onto your back. Knees into your chest. Take your right leg out long, hug your left knee into your chest. Now be very aware of the knee here. You're going to flex the foot and rotate out from the hip. Right hand to left heel. Do not pull on the toes, as that's going to impact the knee. Keep the foot flexed and firm and open through the hips. So this is a reclining pigeon pose. Take this leg out, down and long, flex and point the feet. Draw right knee in towards the chest. Rotate out from the hip, flex the foot. Hand down to opposite foot. So left hand to right heel. It's the same posture to where we were on our bellies in the pigeon posture, but here we are on our backs. Keep the back of the neck lengthening. Release this leg out, down, and long. Stretch the whole body vertically, toes to fingertips. And draw the knees in, take the legs up, open, legs out wide. Upavista, Supta Upavista Konasana. Hands can go to the inside of the knees or the inside of the thighs. Lengthen the tailbone, roll the toes down towards the earth. Slowly draw the legs back together, place the feet down onto the mat. Now, our shoulder stand and our plow pose are some of the most taming poses to Pitta Dosha. However, if this is not appropriate for you, legs up the wall or block underneath the sacrum and legs straight up. If you have glaucoma, endometriosis, high blood pressure, couple of other things that aren't coming to me, pregnancy, obviously, you won't want to take the shoulder stand. Hands down onto the mat. Knees into the nose, press through the elbows, press into the shoulders. So you really want to get the back of the neck long here. So the cervical spine is not compressing down. Lift the tailbone up, then take the legs up and over. Toes down to the mat, long through the back of the neck. Press into shoulders, press into elbows. Halasana. Plow pose. The other counterindication for this posture, glaucoma, endometriosis, also any cervical spine pain. We also want to make sure that we aren't turning our head left or right while we're doing this. The head stays straight on the spine. Inhale, draw your right leg up. Exhale, left leg up. Press into elbows, press into shoulders, long through the back of the neck. Pubic bone lifted. Shrim Om Mantra melting through the body. Slowly draw, nose into knees. Slowly roll down through the spine. One vertebra at a time, knees into your chest. Open your arms out wide and draw both knees over to the right side. Soften here. Remember, our key words for taming Pitta Dosha are stretch and relax. So really let go here. Draw your knees to the center and then over to the left side. Drop your right shoulder down. Cardinal values of Pitta Dosha are compassion and simply being being in awareness, that chitta, that awareness. And draw your knees back to the center. Place the soles of the feet together and the knees apart, Supta Baddha Konasana, arms in any comfortable position. If you'd like to, you could place blocks or blankets underneath the knees. As you lie here in your Supta Baddha Konasana, fill your heart center with something that makes you feel very warm and fuzzy, that invokes feelings of love and kindness. Some people like puppy dogs. You could imagine puppy dogs playing at the heart, the feeling of holding a baby, looking on the face of the beloved. Anything that fills the heart with feelings of love and kindness. Love and kindness and compassion, and fill the whole body from the heart center, from the radiance of the heart, with that love. And as you're ready, you'll make your way into your Shavasana, taking your legs out long onto the mat, adjusting the body, repaving the parking lot. So letting, if you can hear it, the sounds outside wash over you. Letting the mind touch on outside sounds. The sound of my voice, any sounds in the environment. And then dropping down and in to the sound of the breath. Letting your exhalations lengthen as if you're lowering yourself downward on a rope, into a beautiful cave encrusted with crystals. Cool crystalline cave with a beautiful lake at its heart. And holding on to this rope of your exhalation, each exhalation lengthening, dive down into the water. Begin to make your way back up to the surface, finding your inhalations. And as you take a deep inhalation, imagine your face breaking up above the water and sunlight reaching down through this cave, bathing your face. Use the rope of the inhalation to climb up out of this jewel-encrusted, crystal-encrusted cave. Climb all the way up to the top. And as you're ready, take a deep breath in and release it out. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists and ankles. Stretch your body. Rub the palms of your hands together and the soles of the feet together. If you like to, massage your face and your scalp. Roll onto your right side. Make your way up to seated. Again, take this Jala Mudra. So 4th and 5th fingers together long, and then wrap the other fingers with the right thumb over the left. And let this rest down into your lap. Eyes closed. Tip of the tongue lightly touching to the roof of the mouth. We'll take a couple of rounds of Sitali Pranayama, inhaling through the puckered lips. Touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth and exhale out through the nose. Inhale through the puckered, rounded lips, cool air coming in. Tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, exhaling out through the nose. Place your hands to your heart center in Anjali. We'll chant Om and then Shrim, this Bij mantra, calming, taming, cooling Pitta Dosha 3 times. Exhale out, inhale in. Om Shrim Shrim Shrim. May all beings find peace. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings find happiness. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Create a dedication of your merit. Fill the heart with warm fuzzies. Send them outward. We'll chant Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Exhale out. Inhale in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat.